World Health Organization has officially declared the outbreak of COVID-19 a pandemic. I heard that we are in the same boat, but it's not that. We are in the same storm, but not in the same boat. Your ship can be shipwrecked, and mine might not be, or vice versa. We are on different ships looking to survive, according to Demian Barr. The UNICEF Executive Director, Henrietta Fore, stated that in rising inequality, poor health outcomes, violence, child labor, and child marriage are just some of the long-term threats for children who miss out on school. According to the DepEd Secretary, Leonor Magtoles-Briones, that education must continue, whether face-to-face or virtual, with or without physically going to school. The Nueva Estrella Central Elementary School strongly adheres its mantra, the moment to engage in any visionary undertakings, even in the time of crisis, we can explicitly uncover the possibilities of becoming learning specialists and innovators for the welfare of our learners. As we prepare, the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan allows us to first introduce the information of our school. Australia Central Elementary School, with school ID 132234, is located within the locality of Barangay Nueva Estrella, Socorro, Surigao del Norte. Collaboration with the stakeholders on crucial condition consideration, target situation proposal, and through verification of available learning materials were conducted to address the compelling issues of the school in safeguarding the delivery of providing the better learning outcomes. Furthermore, it was agreed by the majority of the Faculty Association on Cultured Education, the local government unit, the Parents and Teachers Association, and the stakeholders to establish the enrollment kiosk at the Barangay Hall of Nueva Estrella, Socorro, Surigao del Norte. The enrollment process was posted in the enrollment kiosk with the contact numbers of the previous advisors to facilitate the data entry indicated in the LESF. In the graph above, it can be gleaned that the majority of the parents and learners responded none to the internet connectivity, while few of them revealed that they have mobile data, broadband internet, computer shop, and connection to other places. It can be gleaned in the graph above that the kindergarten teacher has laptop but no internet signal in the area. Grades 1, 3, and 5 teachers have no laptop at home, with two with laptop and internet, and 2 with laptop but no internet connection. In grades 2 and grade 6 teachers, be gleaned in the graph that there are few available devices of the learners for learning at home. Grades 3, 4, 5, and 6 learners have the highest numbers of available TV, and grade 2 with basic cell phone. It can be gleaned in the graph that there are 28 in kinder, 34 in grade 1, 17 in grade 4, 18 in grade 5, and 39 in grade 6 preferred to have modular learning. 26 in grade 2 and 36 in grade 3 preferred blended learning, and few from kinder to grade 5 preferred to have online learning. It can be gleaned in the graph that there are possible challenges in the distance learning. The most pressing issue that will be confronted with the learners from kinder to grade 6 are lack of available digital gadgets, insufficient load or data allowance, and unstable internet connection. To ensure the underlying assumptions of continuity of learning, we have come up with 7 combined dimensions surrounded by its core of education to serve as shield and protection during crisis and emergency. These dimensions are placed at the center to revolve within the principles of resilience, innovation, and compassion. 3 phases considered in the opening of schools and learning centers amid COVID-19, namely, prior to the opening of the school, part of the opening of school, and when the school is opened. 7 combined dimensions serve as the backbones of NECES Learning Continuity Plan. These are the following: policy reform. Policy implications address all dimensions of the guidelines, including clear policies for school opening and closure during public health emergencies. Reforms needed to expand equitable access for marginalized and out-of-school children, as well as strengthen and standardize remote learning practices. Safe operations. Ensure conditions that reduce disease transmission. Safeguard essential services and supplies and promote healthy behavior. This includes access to soap and clean water for safe hand washing, procedures on when staff or parents feel unwell, protocols on social distancing, and good hygiene practices. Requirements. Address the impact of COVID-19 on education and invest in strengthening education systems for recovery and resilience. This includes the revision or adjustment of school MOOE, AIP, and WFP to ensure that COVID-19 related activities will be supported financially and support services to teachers and learners will be given on time. Compensating learning. Focus on practices that compensate for lost instructional time, strengthen pedagogy, and build on hybrid learning models, such as integrating approaches in remote and distance education. This will adapt the focused learning of the learners in the most essential learning competencies. Reaching the most marginalized. Adapt school opening policies and practices to expand access to marginalized groups, such as previously out-of-school children, displaced and itinerant children and minorities. Diversify critical communication and outreach by making them available in relevant languages and in accessible format. Wellness and protection. Expand the focus on students' well-being and reinforce the protection of children through enhanced referral mechanisms and the provision of essential services, including healthcare and health protocols. Customized learners' opportunity and reinventing education. An innovation that developed the whole child in terms of academic, cognitive, ethical, physical, psychological, and social-emotional with a supportive environmental condition, productive instructional strategies, and system of support. The Nueva Estrella Central Elementary School is getting started with advocacies. Firstly, information is disseminated in the social media, hang tarpaulin with the cooperation of local government unit, attending webinars to cope with the normal scenario, and adapting the new context framed in positive lives may become an opportunity of teachers, learners, parents, and other stakeholders to become more empowered, creative, and innovative. Secondly, the learning modalities of Nueva Estrella Central Elementary School can adapt blended learning. We call it as Batang Interested, Batang Okay, or BIBO, wherein each learner will be provided with BIBO's learning kit. These are the steps for blended learning: printing of modules, disinfecting BIBO's learning kit, delivery to every purok with a barangay vehicle, retrieving the BIBO's learning kit from BIBO's kiosk with a jingle as a signal of distribution and retrieval of modules, home tutoring with parents and others, advisors monitoring guidance and monitoring through short service messaging. The learning modality to cater the Generation Z, learners with good internet signals, is the online mode. We call it NECES Batang Abtik ug Utukan. In this scheme, there are assigned teacher who will create room and have a virtual class. There will be an orientation and capacity building for parents and guardians for their roles and responsibilities that they will perform during the learning scheme. We seek understanding, support, and solidarity of our DepEd family and all our stakeholders in true spirit of Bayanihan systems, unity, and mutual support. Since our learners are the future leaders of our country, let's build a bridge instead of wall and reinvent education proactively.